The Mandalorian and other stuff to go through, haven't we? To keep us going for the last...
Definitely.
How many weeks is this? 6 weeks?
So we are now live with audio for anyone who was watching at the start and didn't have any audio.
You did that last time as well.
I always do it.
Oh, yeah. So, have you got a beer anyway? It's Friday. What are we doing?
Got a beard.
A beer? We've all got beards.
I'm having a Coke tonight.
Never mind. It's fine.
I know.
I won't judge you.
I'm being good.
I'm once again supporting local brewery, Handyman.
Nice.
They don't sponsor us or anything, but if they want to, they can. The rates are excellent. Something we'll add to the show this week, I think, as well. Yeah. So I think that's it. We've got a couple of people watching now. So should we dive right into what we were saying last week's episode? Should we just go through what happened last week?
Last week's episode for a bit, yeah.
The Mandalorian. Yeah.
Yeah, all getting together and stuff, yeah.
Getting the band back together, wasn't he, in the previous episode, and then he got more of them in that episode. I thought it was great. It was an unusual episode as well. I think it was probably the only one without Baby Yoda, stroke the child, stroke Grogu in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it didn't, you know what? You didn't miss him. And when we talk about...
Yeah, no...
Boba Fett's new paint job is just amazing. It's absolutely just beautiful. It's a thing to behold, isn't it? Was the little sort of the lights on it that they were, the LED thing, they were always there, weren't they? He just got brighter bulbs on them or something. All right, so that's probably fair enough. I thought it was really good. I thought it was a really good, not just because there was a lot of action in it, wasn't there, as well last week?
Yeah.
But emotionally as well. The guy playing the Mandalorian and the guy who went into the prison with them. The stronghold with them.
Yeah.
He was excellent. He was really, really good. A lot of emotional backstory linked as well, because he was saying, so before he shoots the guard, he says, doesn't he, well, all the people who died sort of in that. Yeah. Stuff like that. So he was part of that, and all the people who were killed. Did you not? One of the best bits for this week's episode was when they get onto the shuttle and the pilots got her hostage. Got the doctor hostage. Sorry, and he's saying to her about Alderaan, and he's saying, I was on the first Death Star and the second Death Star, and a bit of a bad luck, charm, isn't
omen,
it? And he was saying about the thousands of people who died and the millions and the terrorists, responsible and stuff like that. I thought that was a really good take on it, because that's something that you've seen before in previous things with, sort of Robot Chicken and stuff like that, like joke about it, or Family Guy or something. But, you never actually...
Well, that's what I've liked about Mandalorian all the way through. It's a lot of it is from the perspective of the Empire and the people who are on the side of the Empire and stuff like that. So you get all of that from that side, and is that thing with any kind of wars and stuff. It's always, well, we were on the wrong side of history, but we were kind of pushed into it and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. It is. Hopefully you have. You're going to be very disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think proportion wise, I don't think they've really thought it out with Slave One, because there seems to be a lot of space in there for people to sit around and like sleep and sort of have a chat and that. It seems a lot. It's a bit like the TARDIS. Yeah, it's a bit like the TARDIS. It seems a lot bigger on the inside, I think.
Wasn't Slave One like originally like a police type ship?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Oh yeah, police type box. You mean?
Well, I don't know whether it's similar. Apparently, there's a problem with my sound. Apparently, hopefully, I've just fixed it.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going out in the mix. I don't think.
It must be.
It's not. It's in the comments. Becky can't hear me, and neither can Zad. So I'm sorted now. Becky said normally she wouldn't complain. Thanks, Becky.
Oh, was that on the
Lovely.
Darren? Thanks for joining. Darren and Lynn will be watching as well. So Darren and Lynn have got the most amazing collection of Lego as well. Star Wars Lego. They've got the Slave One. And nearly, when I stayed in theirs a while back, it nearly went in my bag home. It nearly fell in my bag when I was going home.
You've got to watch him. You know, he takes all kinds of them. He does. That's why he doesn't accept visitors.
People take stuff back.
His house is just full of trophies. So
he's Darren is very into his Lego, and yeah, it's the Slave One is boss. But yeah, when it was flat, even on this week's episode, so when it landed, and the sort of cockpit turned around as you say and stuff, and it lands, I was like, it doesn't seem big enough to have all. See,
I used to have a Slave One toy when I was a kid, and it kind of
all the figures fit in it.
No, it didn't actually. That's what I was going to say. It had a handle on the bottom, so you kind of held it like that. And like as you took off, and it'd be horizontal, you took off, and then you tipped it that way. But it had like a little trigger in, and you pull the trigger, and it made the wings move like that. And Boba Fett was on like you lay him down in like this tray thing, and there was a little bit that moved that flipped him up and down like that, and there was a little Han Solo in carbonite that went in with it, but there wasn't that much space inside it. So when I see it on the show, I'm like, massive. It wasn't that big when Jango Fett lived in it, was it?
I don't really think you see. I don't really think you see Django much of it. And anyway,
I've put the spoiler alert sign up anyway for the fact that what we're about to talk about this week's episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what Darren's put there as well. He's a busy as well, so I definitely wouldn't be taking anything from his house. Yeah, it was just so it started off the heroes. The Bo-Katan and Fett and everyone else, they got onto the Empire, one of the Empire shuttles, didn't he?
Yeah.
To get the Doctor, the clone Doctor. Just even that bit was just fantastic. As I say, we'll describe about him talking about the Death Star and being on the Death Star.
It just shows how hard Boba Fett is as well. Where Boba Fett's just like that. Listen, don't try and attack us. Your systems are all down. Prepare to be boarded. And they're like, it's pirates. Boba Fett's just, I think they've kind of, like I say, it's been a long, hard road to kind of bring him in from the cold, hasn't it? Because he kind of was a bit wasted for such a cult character.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely wasted. But even before that, and when you meet Bo-Katan and stuff and get them on board, the little fight with Sasha Banks from WWE's Sasha Banks in the bar was just boss.
It was really well done and
like,
put together really well and stuff, wasn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah,
what I liked is that they don't consider him, and in like, sorry to go all expanded universe like I do every single time we talk on the show about Star Wars, but the whole thing with like the clone troopers, they used to pick on Boba Fett basically when he was a little kid and stuff like that, like the bully, like playful bullying. But the Mandalorians in the other books, they don't consider Boba Fett to be a Mandalorian because he's not. He's a clone, and they think he's and they don't like Jango Fett as well because obviously he created the clone army and trained them and stuff like that, didn't he, in the ways of the Mandalorian. So I thought that little exchange between all them was really good.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely.
It was the fight scenes, as you say, they're all really well choreographed because there's a bit with a fight between Pedro Pascal and Moff Gideon, which we'll probably talk about in a bit, and it's just brilliant. It's just so well choreographed. But again, Sasha Banks kind of brings that believability. It's weird to describe somebody who wrestles in the WWE as bringing a level of believability to something, but maybe that's not the term I mean. Maybe it's just the physicality is a bit more believable.
Well, yeah, because she's used to being in the ring and making it look like it's a genuine fight, so she's used to it,
She sells it all the time. That's a job, isn't it? You know what I mean? She sells the fight, and that's what she's doing in this. She's quite a good character. She's not in it much, is she? But she's in it enough. I loved, like I've said before, Ming-Na Wen, her character in it. Ferenc, is it? Absolutely fantastic. That bit where they were going into the store room and the stormtroopers were coming towards them, and she did like the flying roundhouse kick and then shot them.
Mate, how rubbish are them stormtroopers? What is the point of stormtroopers?
You know what? At least they've kept it consistent because they're not worth anything at all. They may as well just have a ship full of dark troopers.
Yeah, unless
they were absolutely amazing in in this episode.
They take ages to charge up, don't they?
But the thing is,
they take ages to charge up.
They do. The rubbish, aren't they? Windows 95 is booting up. But the thing with stormtroopers, do you think that it's like in armies where you have like a chef who's also a soldier? And that kind of thing. So it's like we're getting invaded and all the lads run out the kitchen because they're the closest ones and they're just like trying to shoot.
Yeah, quick grab a gun.
Yeah, they are.
I think
Dan's just said then, stormtroopers are poo, they're rubbish. You might as well just not have anyone.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. They may as well have just ran all the way through and got to Moff Gideon.
Would have been a short episode, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I was really glad as well.
Go ahead, Dan. Sorry, this is the problem, isn't it, when we're on Zoom? We talk across each other. Go ahead, mate.
No, I was really happy with the dark troopers and stuff like that because obviously there was the real build-up when they were, like we were saying, they were charging up, and I really liked the score that was being played.
Yeah.
Like, the music that was mixed into, you can hear them get charging up and pumping up and all the engine and stuff absolutely brilliant. And I was a little bit disappointed at first where he one came out, he fought that one and sent the rest of them into space. Obviously came back.
Yeah.
And I was made up when that happened because it's that was such a waste. But I don't know why I thought that because I've not been disappointed all the way through. So
we had the episode where Grogu reached out through the Force to a Jedi. And obviously in this episode, a Jedi came. Now, before we get to that point, can we just go round the three of us and say, so I'll start George in the top left. Who did you think the Jedi would be who came?
Okay. If I hadn't have already seen the answer on Twitter in the daytime, I would have guessed it was this person, just because of the X-Wing, basically. Well, when the first X-Wing comes...
before you sat down, we knew that we had an idea that this episode would be a Jedi coming to get Grogu.
Apologies. Apologies. Well, there was loads, wasn't there? They were saying, because me and Patchy absolutely adore Star Wars Rebels. Everyone, some people don't think it's worth watching because it's a cartoon. It's a bit kiddie. Star Wars is a kid's thing, so come on. There's a character in it called Ezra Bridger, and he is fantastic, and he becomes a really powerful Jedi, and he's only young in Rebels, so it would. We were looking for him basically, so Ahsoka knows him, doesn't she? So and she's looking for him at the end of Rebels and stuff. So I thought it might have been him who come into it, but there was no casting, there was no like announcements or anything, whereas all the other cast was announced.
Yeah.
So I did think him, but then I did see this character trending this morning. I made the mistake of going on Twitter because I'm an idiot, and I seen that, but. As soon as I seen the X-Wing, I thought, yeah. So
I had a moment today where you guys both know about this, but I might as well share it with everyone who's watching. I did the school run. Took my youngest to school, and my two boys are off already. Came back, and me and Harry sat down to watch it. We put the Mandalorian on, and we watched the first 5 minutes of it. So basically, up to the bit where they are, the whole "I was on the Death Star" bit, and then it just went on. It just started buffering. It was just turning like this. So I sent a video into the group chat, didn't I? And it was just my screen just buffering. I was like, "What's going on here?" And my internet went off completely. I went on Virgin Media's homepage, because you can put your postcode in and it tells you whether there's a fault. And I went on, and it was like, "Your internet's down. We're aiming to get it back on by 6 p.m." And I was like, "What am I going to do?" Part of me was a little bit pleased because I've been meaning to get onto Rogue Squadron on the GameCube or Bounty Hunter. So part of me was a little bit like, I'm going to have an offline day. I might do that. But then they fixed it and we got it on, by which point you both already seen it. So it was a good job you didn't think I was watching it at the same time, innit?
Yeah, well,
to be honest,
the fact gave us a heads up, and with everything we always say in the group, like, let us know when you've actually watched it. But obviously, what we're talking about now, that would be too big of a spoiler just to assume that you hadn't watched it, really. But yeah, I didn't have a clue. We obviously all knew that something was going to happen, but it was only when the X-Wing turned up that it was, this is who it's got to be, because with all of this, we're seeing characters pop in from the original films. Obviously, we've had Boba Fett come in recently, but it never in a million, because it's almost like that they're revamping things. They're trying to make it fresh and bring characters in from other areas of the Star Wars franchise. So, I didn't think that it was going to be who it was.
Well, I tried to think outside the box, because with it having the Dark Troopers in it, I thought, well, they're like the ones out of the Dark Forces video game. So I was like, imagine if it had Kyle Katarn if they brought him in as well.
If Kyle Katarn had stepped off that X-Wing, I would have literally, I would have just had to stop watching because I had to recover for about a day before I started watching the rest of the end of it. Because Kyle Katarn is one of my favourite expanded universe characters, and wasted because he's not been in this.
But they're just pulling bits of, and we've said this since Rise of Skywalker came out, they're just pulling little bits of the expanded universe back in bit by bit, aren't they? And doing what they can with it now.
Because they completely disregarded it all,
but they had to
when they bought it all.
They had to, because in the expanded universe they killed Chewie. So they had to decanonize it, because the publishers said, listen, we need someone to die, and if you're writing a book, how are you going to write about Chewie? Do you know what I mean? You can't give him any dialogue. So he was the first to go. A moon fell on him. They squashed him with a planet. Do you know what I mean? So he had to go. So. That's why
is that what happened to him?
That's what happened to him. That's why they binned off the expanded universe, because Chewie's dead, isn't it?
I know he's dead, but I thought, unless that was another version, was that like the comics or something?
I can't remember what it was.
Because he died in the So Han Solo and Leia have 3 children. So they have twins, and they have an eldest son who's like amazing. He's like one of the best Jedi ever. And Chewbacca dies saving him. He dives in front of like a boat for him basically and saves him. And then he dies later on anyway. So it was a bit of a waste for Chewie. But yeah, so it must be a different. I don't know. It must be a different version of it. Anyway,
I thought it was going to be Kyle Katarn. Under no, right, so we're into major spoiler territory now, so this is your final warning, right? At no point did I think it was going to be, I don't even know which one of us is going to be the person who says it.
Let's just say it though. No, so it was, go ahead, Patchy.
Jar Jar Binks.
You know what? He was badass this time around. I loved him, yeah.
So, okay, so if you haven't seen it, you've had enough warnings now. In the middle of the fight, the Dark Troopers are about to come in through the door, and you see an X-Wing silently fly past the bridge of the ship. You see it silently land, and then you see a Jedi get out. By this point, you've probably put 2 and 2 together. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. You watch the black and white footage of the Jedi with a cloak up, killing everybody with his lightsaber. And as George pointed out to me when he spoke earlier, all through this sequence of events, you can't see what colour the lightsaber is. So you're still potentially guessing as to who it could be. And then obviously you see the Jedi step out onto a bridge with a green lightsaber. You still can't quite believe who it is until he comes into the room, takes his hood off, and it is Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. Well,
I think as well when you see his hand, obviously he's got the glove over.
I was going to say that.
That's another thing as well. Yeah. And although it was, for me, it was confirmed at that point, it was that excitement between seeing that and then him actually going into the bridge. And it's always that thing of, is it going to be? It's got to be him. And you just the excitement's just building up. Yeah. But when that reveal happened, it was just. Yeah,
and he's more powerful than you've ever seen him as well.
Yeah,
because by the time he's in the J.J. Abrams films, he doesn't want to do it anymore, does he? His power is different. It's not a physical power. It's up here, isn't it? By that point, but the fact that he just, people are struggling to fight against one trooper. There's a whole squadron of them, and he goes right through them, and he absolutely crushes one just using his hand.
The one at the end, it was the whole thing, to be honest, where he's going through and he's just taking them out. It was like a computer game, and it was very much like the Revenge of the Sith computer game as well, where you basically play as Obi-Wan or you play as Anakin, and you're going through and you're just taking them all out, and it was just fantastic. And when he crushed them and stuff, it was just boss. He was, like I say, I went on Twitter this morning, well, mid-morning like an idiot. I've done it a couple of times and seen...
What, just gone on Twitter like an idiot?
Yeah, like an idiot.
Sorry for people who use Twitter.
I've done it a couple of times before I've actually watched episodes of The Mandalorian, and I've seen 1 or 2 things, but it's always been like either stuff that isn't actually in the episode, or maybe might just be mentioned, or stuff is going to happen. So like with Boba Fett and stuff, like that was revealed that he was in it previously, or his armor was, so you knew he would be in at some point.
Yeah.
But this morning it said Luke Skywalker was trending, and I went off Twitter straight away, and I was just like, I don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, what do you think? Because basically when he takes his cloak off, he's de-aged, isn't he? So he's young.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because we had a conversation. We were watching that video the other week. There's a video out online now where they have taken the CGI footage from Rogue One of Moff Tarkin and Princess Leia, and they have deep faked them again to make them look even more realistic. So we were watching them, and we were saying, in the space of time that it's been since Rogue One's been out, the technology to be able to do that is so much better. That it's at that state now. At no point did I think that I'd be seeing it done again in The Mandalorian with Mark Hamill.
Agreed. Yeah, definitely.
So how did he do it then? Is it a character? Is he an actor playing the body? Then is he doing the voice? Because he doesn't speak. He doesn't sound like that now.
It said so on the credits. on the credits.
It does say Mark Hamill, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, it has the actor. It says Jedi double on the actor.
Right. Okay. Now,
but it is Mark Hamill's voice now. Whether they've adjusted it to sound younger or whatever, because obviously he talks now. He's really gruff, isn't he? Because he's older and stuff.
I mean, they can take previous sound bites and stuff like that. They can get a catalogue of words together and put a script together now, can't they? So,
when I recorded a show the other week, I had to change the pitch on one of mine because it recorded the wrong pitch, and I could make myself sound really manly. So they can do anything.
You do sound manly.
Thank you, Alan.
It's okay.
I've got 3 manly voices here, apart from when I get really excited and I go really high pitch.
The octave with George. So one of the things as well that I wasn't sure whether you'd seen it today, and I watched it with George, and then the credits came up and it said Bib Fortuna's double. And I took a photo of the screenshot and I sent it to George and said, "Have I missed something here?" I'm thinking, was he in a scene?
Yes,
and George was like, "Yes, you have missed something. Keep watching it." So obviously there was the post-credits scene.
Yeah.
Which you did see, didn't you, Hans?
I saw, at first I didn't, it hit the credits and then I had to go off and do something. Basically on George's Geeks Who Don't Want to Grow Up page, I saw that come up. I was like, right, I need to jump straight back on it. So I watched the post-credits and yeah.
How funny where Bib Fortuna goes, "Go over there and sort that thing out, McLaughlin."
Yeah. I just sat there going, he stole me line.
I thought, basically, so I was that excited at the end credits. I just, obviously when it finished, I just went, I'm on my phone, WhatsApp straight away, messaging Patchy, because it was like, have you watched it yet, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like we just discussed. And I looked up and there was still credits, which is unusual because every episode has the credits.
It's the art, isn't it?
Yeah. The artwork and then a little bit of credits. So I thought that's a bit strange because I thought that episode's going to have amazing artwork with the X-Wing and everything on. And I just fast forwarded it on the app, on the telly. And I'd just seen Bib Fortuna and I went, oh my God. And I went back a little bit and then watched like the last couple of credits and then it went into that. So the book of Boba.
Yep. I think that's going to be season 3. Is going to be the Book of Boba.
No,
I don't think is it separate?
Yeah, I think it's going to be. It sounds like something's going to be separate. I think there's too much to tell in this story. Yeah.
The Book of Boba are the old stories, the old Boba Fett stories. So again, they've taken all that expanded universe stuff and they're using that.
Something for you to moan about.
Oh no, I'm happy. No, like I said, I'm happy when they don't. It's what done me head in was when the Force Awakens come out and they were like, oh, and it's not going to be Battle of Yavin anymore as the timeline starting off 0 year. It's going to be like the Force Awakens.
No one uses that.
The best ad. They watch it. The best ad. 2,000 years previous with Darth Bane and everything. That's just boss. So we're running short of time, like we always do. We had some announcements last week as well, and they were all pretty much Star Wars related, weren't they?
Yeah.
So, like I've just said, so the Acolyte one, that's going to be the old Republic era.
It's towards the end of the Old Republic, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm probably much more excited about that than I am about most of the others, really. Maybe the Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan's pretty cool.
We'll come to that in a minute. So the Acolyte is going to be a female lead, and it's going to be like a kind of sorcery. I don't mean like flying sorcery. I mean like a kind of magic-y sorcery kind of culty thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So that looks like it's going to be good, doesn't it? But Obi-Wan's going to be brilliant. Hayden Christensen's going to be in it as Darth Vader.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. Is he going to be in the suit? Is it going to be flashbacks?
Well, it said as well, they might bring in, I think I shared it with you guys, they might bring in Starkiller from the
Force Unleashed
video game.
I don't know.
And if they do that, so he's like a what you call it? He hunts down all the surviving Jedi. Basically, he's Darth Vader's apprentice. So it might be something like that, and he's hunting down Obi-Wan as well.
Yeah.
Obviously doesn't get him because,
Yeah, I think
might
with
rough him up a bit.
Yeah, I think with the Mandalorian stuff, I've got a lot of confidence in the stuff that's coming out. Even the stuff that I'm not too bothered about, like the way that the Mandalorian's been put together. They're bringing in some absolutely amazing names to actually do to be at the helm of this stuff. And as we've been saying, as soon as Disney money gets behind something, it really does make things work. So yeah, I've got a lot of confidence in the stuff that's going to be coming out.
Definitely, and I think the episodic format really suits it as well. I think that if they'd have done the Solo movie as a series, it might have been very different.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought
Ahsoka series looks great. Rangers of the New Republic, Space Busies. Sounds
We've got the
great.
Bad Batch and stuff like that as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
And Lando's getting his show as well.
Yes.
So is that going to be Donald Glover then, is it?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
I'd love for it to be
They've not announced any casting yet, but it's got to be for me it's got to be a Lando and Lobot buddy series. Mate, what's wrong with you? Lando and Lobot are the best double act in all of Star Wars.
Yeah, but that would mean he was an older Lando then, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily.
Oh, you don't know when he met Lobot?
No. Well, we did. Well, it's been taken out of canon. We did know, but it's been changed, hasn't it?
Oh, of course it has. Another one. I was going to say, I'm looking in about, I think it was episode 2, wasn't it? And the New Republic Rangers, the X-wing fighters, they come into it, didn't he? And they had quite a bit of, quite a big speaking part as well, wasn't it? And dialogue with them. And then they were in it a bit later on as well in another episode. Watching that, I didn't say anything because I knew, just because watching the last series of Clone Wars with the Bad Batch, I said to Patchy when watching that, they're going to get a spin-off. That's the only reason they've introduced these, is to get a spin-off. They're just ripe. They're like a Saturday morning cartoon. I'm watching old school cartoon. I'm watching the Rangers in it. I just thought it's the same thing. They've only introduced that. There's loads of backstory.
The thing is, every character who has been in The Mandalorian so far could have their own show.
Oh, yeah.
All of them. And I'd watch all of them.
Someone said, I know, so would I,
Yeah.
I mean, like the
Disney I'd love to get the Marshal to get a show.
Oh, yes.
I think that would be absolutely amazing.
I think Louise would like the Marshal to get a show as well. She'd watch that one.
It's very easy on the eyes.
Tell you.
Didn't fit that Mandalorian armour very well, though, did he?
No. Yeah, I think he fitted it a lot better than Boba Fett did with his belly.
I know, Boba Fett looks brilliant. You know what he looks like? You know when you see like older guys doing karate or kendo or whatever, and the big guys, because they're older guys. That's what he looks like. He looks the business. You wouldn't mess with him.
I thought he looked, because he didn't have the underbit and stuff, that he just sort of
looked like a cosplayer, didn't he?
Like a cosplayer, didn't he? Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with cosplay.
There's nothing wrong with cosplay if you do it right. Let's do it right.
Pay attention, Dave from accounts.
Yeah, but I've really enjoyed this episode. We didn't even talk about. So obviously we were obsessed with most of the rest of the episode and Skywalker coming into it. But how emotional! So the ending with Grogu going, and he didn't want to leave him, and he put him on the floor, and he hugged his leg, and he didn't want to leave him. He picked him up and he touched his face, and because the Mando took his helmet off.
Yeah.
And I touched his face and everything. I was like, oh my God. It's a bit dusty.
It was. To be honest, I got more emotional when I saw the X-Wing flying in past the bridge.
I was made up as well when R2D2 came around the corner as well.
Yeah, I actually went.
I'm really excited about that.
I literally went R2D2 because he was a bit unsure, R2D2, and I went.
I can see him doing it now. Do you know what? Me and him went to see The Rise of Skywalker, right? And you know the way, was it The Rise of Skywalker? And right from the very beginning, because it's like bang, bang, like that right from the beginning. And he
I think it was the first. Oh no, yeah, no, it was the first one. It was the first one, Force Awakens, I think.
Force Awakens. And every time there was something on the screen that we recognised, we were just elbowing each other and grabbing each other's legs.
There was people next to us by the time the film finished. They like moved away, and he was sitting on the floor and everything. But I was, because I basically watched the episode on my own, and my wife come in near the end. And when the bit happened as well, where we just described him, where you seen, because he didn't know what the colour of the lightsaber was, and then the green lightsaber, I went, oh, I didn't actually swear. I went, oh my god, it's the green lightsaber, it's Luke's green lightsaber.
And your voice actually hit that register as well, didn't it?
It went
all the wine glasses shattered.
You know what? I knew you was watching that because there was loads of dogs barking outside my flat.
Birds fell from the sky.
Well, when you were saying before, when you sent us the thing saying the internet's off in your area, I thought it was the Disney Plus thing saying it's not working in your area or something.
No, that was from Virgin's website.
Yeah, we all live like less than a mile away from each other, don't we? And I was panicking. Then I went and checked Disney Plus straight away. I was like,
not today.
Harry is watching now, and he'll tell you he didn't know what to do with himself. And I was like, mate, just have an offline day, listen to some records, read a book. And he was like,
what's one of them?
As if I just said to him, do you want to go out and gather up some stray dogs and eat them?
It was very good. I think that's what you've enjoyed, Patchy, as well, though. With watching it with Harry, haven't you?
Mm.
So yeah, I've just watched it. I don't think Anne's watched it with Neve. Have you just watched
it? No, I've just been watching it on my own.
Yeah, I mean, same pretty much. I've watched the 2 series on my own, and I've enjoyed it a lot. But like watching, I think it was back to bloody Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 or something. I didn't really like it first time round. I thought it was like a bit overblown and stuff. But when I took Harry and Alex to watch it, and they really enjoyed it, and I got a much more out of it because they were enjoying it. And I think do you feel like that with Mandalorian as well? Just like
definitely, yeah. And the thing is as well, if I was watching it on my own, I know I'd be watching it and like I'd be going, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But because I'm watching it with him, it's like watching the match with him. We're like, and grabbing each other and all that kind of thing. And, yeah. The kids have given me a newfound appreciation for some of the bits of Star Wars I didn't like as well, which anyone who listens to the show will know. The prequels, definitely, from watching with the kids, I've got a whole new love for them. If that's the right way to describe it.
Appreciation, yeah.
I watch them in a different. They're framed differently now for me. I watch them different states of mind.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Well, that's pretty much. It was just supposed to be a short 15-minute one. It's turned into a 45-minute one. So.
Yeah. Well, if we just take this opportunity as well, obviously we got Boba Fett in this series. Well, unfortunately, we lost Jeremy Bullock the other day. So shout out to Jeremy. Yep. Raise your glass.
Raise some blue milk to Jeremy.
Would you drink blue milk?
It's like, would you eat yellow snow? I don't know. Probably not.
I'd definitely have the blue, what they call it, what were the biscuits that...
like the macaroon things? Yeah.
Macaroons, there you go. I'd have the blue macaroons, definitely.
I just love the way the kid was eating them.
I'd be right.
Baby, the child was in the class and he was eating them and he was like, oh, can I have one? He was like, no. And he turned around and he just...
Brilliant. We've all been there, haven't we?
It's like, yeah, well, it's like when you're sitting on the other side of the room and like your beer's over there and you go, oh, okay, it's not going to work. I'll have to get up. Oh no, it's been a really enjoyable series. They've just completely knocked it out the
park. Yeah.
It's just been fantastic, the whole show.
Definitely.
Series 1 was great. Series 1 was really, really great, and it introduced a lot of good characters. But I really feel like season 2, because those characters were established, you could just enjoy it more. You could go into it. You didn't really need to know what was and then they introduced other characters like Boba Fett, where you know his backstory and everything else, so you know who he is. I just really enjoyed it. I thought it might have even been better than the first series. It was just excellent, absolutely excellent.
One last question before we go then is not that it's anything that we can influence or has any real effect on us, because we could just stop watching it if we wanted to. But is the Star Wars franchise in safe hands?
I believe so, yeah, definitely. I think, when you are watching these episodes, there's you can tell there's a lot of love for it. You can tell that Jon Favreau has a love for Star Wars. I mean, he's obviously got a room full of writers, and they're going through the back catalogues of all the fan fiction, the expanded universe, bringing in things that we never thought we would actually see. There's a lot of love, and I think he's trying to respect the audience. He's probably been listening to what people have been complaining about over the years, and he's taken that on board. Yeah. So definitely in the right hands.
Daz has just said in the chat there as well that the one thing, and I do tend to agree with this, the good thing about it is there seems to be a definite start, story, end, rather than it dragging on and on and on.
Well, I think genuinely, I mean, we've said there's going to be a Boba series, and obviously we want more Mando, and are we going to get any more Grogu in the new Jedi Temple and stuff? But genuinely, I would be more than happy for it just to finish now. That as the Mandalorian just to finish, because it's just perfection. What I don't want is, because I've watched enough stuff in the past where it's gone to season 10.
What I don't want is Twin Peaks season 3. That's what you're saying there, isn't it, George?
Oh my God, can you imagine?
And I'm sat here going, give me Twin Peaks season 3.
Nah, no. But you know what I mean. Like he said, you don't. And that's what's been good as well. It's half-hour episodes. There's 8 episodes in a series. That's what you want. You just want quick stories, and or quick episodes and one arc type thing. And
they call it like the Fawlty Towers rule. Just keep it to 2 seasons and don't spoil it.
Yeah.
So. Genuinely, because he could still pop up in Boba Fett series, or if they did the Rangers series, he could pop up in that way, trying to track him down, or run into him or something. I just think it's perfection, the 2 series. I mean, I'm sure season 3, if they get Lynn agrees with the Twin Peaks.
Yeah, which one though? Mine or George's?
Because Lynn, so the guys who are on the page and stuff and listen to the radio show. So Lynn actually did a really boss article for us.
Yes.
So it's on WordPress now. Really good article on Twin Peaks, and I was made up because she agreed with me on Twin Peaks season 3.
I thought it was brilliant. I know we're going off topic, but I thought it was brilliant because it just built the story and the tension. Excellent. But that's another story for another time.
Yeah, definitely. Right, okay. I think that's it then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Everybody who stayed to the end there. Hope we didn't spoil it too much for you, but we did give you plenty of warning, and there was a big red sign on the top saying "Spoiler alert."
Yeah, I think, to be honest, we were when we were planning it through this week and we posted stuff. I think people know, don't they?
Yeah.
And some people are weird. Like, I've seen stuff where people love spoilers and go out the way and read everything about the episode before they watch it, which is just weird.
So
I like to read everything at the end.
Yeah. Like, as soon as his Dark Materials finished on Sunday, second to last episode, and I was on mobile, like Louise has read them all, and I was like, does this happen then, or what's that mean? But yeah, so you want it when once each episode's finished, all the little Easter eggs and stuff in it.
Yeah,
that's what I've been doing with Mando. I've been going on and making sure that I've got all my Easter eggs right at the end of it.
Definitely. And there's just gonna be ones we've missed as well, isn't it? Anyway, right, we've definitely got. It's like saying goodbye to one of my family members, isn't it? Here, just you say bye and then you're still talking to them half an hour later on the phone. So we're definitely gonna say goodbye now. Thank you very much for joining us. We we've got this show's going out on Tuesday as well on Access Northwest with some little couple of bits in as well, some songs. And then, and we'll have our end of year show the week after as well, celebrating 2020. Or, not celebrating 2020 because it's been a bit rubbish.
The amazing content that's come out in it.
Yeah,
I was going
to say, can we not celebrate me sitting in the dining room for 9 months?
Me listening to next door's dog while I'm trying to do meetings. Honest to God, or hammering. They were building next door. Anyway, right, Sales. See you soon. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe. Be excellent to each other.
McClunky.
Snoochie boochies.